We're headed to the new zoo, and the red wolf pups just continue to grow.
Neil Anderson joins us live from Swamico. Morning, Neil.
Hey, good morning. Well, we're out here with the red wolf pups, and behind me you can see we've got the adults out right now. Jessica, one of our zookeepers, was just in there doing some additional feeding and cleaning in there. So at that particular point is the little red wolf pups are going to go inside the den, and they should be coming out real soon. But she does, our zookeepers do go in with these guys, and that's one thing they do, and it's very safe for them to be in and work in and around red wolves. But one of the interesting things when we talk about red wolves is the development, and what makes red wolves, or I should say wolves in general, compared to dogs, is their development is quite a bit different. And it really, there's like a 4-week window. And when you think about why dogs are so good with us and wolves really aren't, that it's really hard to actually tame a wolf, is because there's about a 4-week window that they socialize. And with wolves, it happens sooner than dogs. Now you think about dogs, wolves, at 2 weeks old, they develop their sense of smell. At 4 weeks, they develop their hearing. They can hear. And then at 6 weeks, they can see. But what's interesting is wolves begin to explore at 2 weeks. And it isn't until after 6 weeks that dogs explore. And there's like a 4-week window. And what's interesting at that point is once they get past that window, more fear comes into their lives, But when you think about this as well, is that wolves experience their start differently because they're exploring and they can't see, they can only smell. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden they're able to go ahead and hear, and then all of a sudden that produces a kind of a different trajectory of where they're going in their life, and then they're able to see, where when you look at a dog, basically they do that all at once. So it's really interesting. It's their early start that really takes them down a whole different path, where a wolf will go down one path and basically a dog go down the other path, and it really comes down to, basically, that 4-week window. And you can see the adults, they're out there checking everything out right now.
Neil, we're looking at obviously we're looking at the red wolves now, but I wanted to ask you a little bit about the attendance for the summer and the adventure park and such, because we've had a pretty good, really some people are complaining that we haven't had a real hot summer, but certainly I think it's probably been pretty good for attendance, hasn't it?
Absolutely. Pete, the attendance just for July, our numbers were up 28%. So we roughly went from 38,000 to about 48,000 in the month of July. And the attendance at the adventure park has been outstanding. We're running somewhere around 12% of our attendance at the zoo. So anywhere from 12 to 14, and we were really looking at somewhere around 11. So it's really been a great summer for us. If we keep the weather where it's, pleasant, because with the zoo, anytime it's over 85 degrees is usually we see the attendance numbers drop down. But below 85, and if it's nice, and we've had just a wonderful July, and so far August has been fantastic too.
Yeah, even you've told us before, when it's cooler, the animals are more active as well, right?
Absolutely, and that's one thing when you come out. When you're going to visit a zoo, the best times are early in the morning, come out, or later in the day. If it's going to be hot, don't come out in the middle of the day, because, like I said, the animals will, not be as active as you'd see them in the morning or later in the afternoon.
Well, Neil, thanks for joining us. You have a great day and a great week, okay?
Hey, sounds good.